I don't know whether you've noticed, but we have a guest of honor. If you look to this side of the room, there is our friend Michel Côté, who is with us tonight.
No, it's okay. En anglais, English. But I tried, Michel. It's just delightful that I'm going to just share a few words because some of you might know him very well, Michel Côté. Some others may not as well. He was part of my novitiate, I always say. I found him in 1982, and he's been in my life ever since. So I'm delighted to be here to just share a few words about him. Tonight we celebrate the gifted life of this interpreter, one who majored in Franglish from the very beginning. In Michel Côté's own words, he said, "My father was a translator for an advertising firm, and my mother passed on her green Blarney." This eventually made Michel comfortable, helping people to understand communications, especially between English and French. We know that the task of an interpreter is not always easy. Some people speak into clarity, and the interpreter must listen to what is being said and what is missed being said. People are not always clear in expressing their ideas. Sometimes accents get in the way. Sometimes folks speak too fast and maybe enjoy too many words to say something very simple. But the role of the interpreter is to somehow make it make sense and somehow be clear. You are truly amazing interpreters. Thank you. Michel, it was my privilege to get to know you in the early 80s as a new religious. I met you not only in the role of an interpreter, but also advocate for justice ministry. We shared many meals together and spoke passionately for the need of just wages, affordable housing, and eventually touched some hot political topics as well. The gift of helping us understand one another was your utmost valuable gift. In preparing for this thank you on behalf of CRC, I became aware of the many awards that you have received for your gifted work of translation. I was able to read your life story and hear how a sister in 1970, knowing you were looking for employment, said to you, "Come and translate for the CRC." Guess what? He did, and we've had him ever since. So soon after, CCCB also asked you, and then Development and Peace, and your career was launched. The Canadian Council for Social Development, the Cooperation Group of Canada, the CHAC, many religious groups, had you as their main audience. So, for CRC, one of the main gifts was the founding of the Theological Commission in September 1999. We appreciated your writing of several articles for the CRC Bulletin, and we have a thank you from them in this little gift I'm going to give you at the end. I love the quote from 1 Corinthians 13, chapter 1. If you speak in the tongues of, it says men, I'm going to say people, and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. Michel, this afternoon we say thank you for speaking in many languages, but also speaking in that special language of love. Your service was always out of love, out of a passion to speak truth for the voiceless. Your unfolding of the word of the gift from God is a gift from God, and we at CRC benefited greatly from your generous spirit as you shared your gift with us often. We thank you for your kindness to us, for your gifted listening, for your speaking, and for your wonderful passion for the work of justice that you witness to us all the time. I am going to ask Father Alain and Sister Joan to hold up, it's a prayer shawl. And I'm going to ask all of you as our members to stand. And after I just say a few words, we will take a moment of quiet and you would hold your hand up to say a prayer, send a blessing, so that when Michel wraps himself in this, he will know he is wrapped in the mantle of prayer from CRC. So let us hold our hands up and in quiet say a prayer for this man who gave his word and that he might live these next days of his life remembering 55 years of a journey of interpreting and speaking for justice. And so now we wrap you with this prayer, this mantle of prayer, love, and may it give you comfort for years to come. As we sing on the screen, you will see the words, "For your gracious blessing, we give thanks to God. For your loving kindness, we give thanks to God. Pour ses bénédictions, nous rendons grâce à Dieu. Pour sa bonté aimable, nous rendons grâce à Dieu." Michel, Côté.
Voilà.
Did you want to say a word? He has his mic.
I think I'd, yeah.
Veuillez vous asseoir, s'il vous plaît.
I'm usually over here behind all you all. It's very rare that I get to wear a shawl. This room, by the way, is the same room that many people have come to, the members of the Canadian Religious Conference, over the years. I can remember a time back in 1970 when there were 65,000 religious in Canada. And now 90% of those people are gone. Or the 10% that's left is 50 years older. And yet you're here to believe, you're still here to believe in what, sorry, it's okay, to believe in the justice issue, believe in the religious life issue. Remember, it's much easier for rabbits to become dinosaurs than dinosaurs to become rabbits. Think of that. If I could only remember everything I heard here in these rooms, I'd be intelligent. But it's one of the things people say, "Did you talk about what we talked about?" And I said, "Talk about it. I can't remember what you talked about." So it's really a whole different situation. I'd like to thank you very much for their words, Brenda. There was more, well, this is a good, I am Irish and French Canadian at the same time. That makes for a lot of heart. Anyway, thank you very much for everything. I'd like to sort of say that this group was and the growing of it allowed me to work through the years that you were mentioning, allowed me to develop a cooperative, I guess, yeah, of 15 to 20 interpreters. Who work in the field of social justice now understand that, and especially understand religious life. You can't find interpreters who spontaneously will be able to translate anything about religious life. So these people, I'd like to congratulate them for their cause. And next to them is my 30-year friend, brother, Michel. All the equipment you have in the room here now is under his auspices. So again, we've grown a lot, and to be able to do what we're doing. J'aimerais vous remercier vraiment.
I would like to thank you for everything that you have offered here. This is because I'm 83 years old, so I will be able now to wear a shawl that will keep me warm. What I can say is that I learned a lot of things. You have given me a lot of things, much more than what I have maybe offered you. Brenda is mentioning the 80s. There was a workshop on, what was it again, on the poverty. It was a workshop on poverty that I offered. So, and from Tofino, what was it again? Yes, on the west coast, Vancouver Island. So from Tofino to St. John's, Newfoundland, for 40 years, I gave these workshops on religious life and social justice. And this was extremely enriching. If only this could actually be seen, it would be great. So I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you have been. There are many faces I see in the room that I recognize, and that I wish you all also many more years. As I like to say in both languages, may God bless you. Meaning, translated from French, may God wound you.
I want to mention the presence of Michel's friends, interpreters whom we know well, so thank you for, it's Isabelle and Magali who are there. Michel will be with us for dinner, so you'll have an opportunity to talk with him. So you may translate in English, or we can translate in English, French, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, and Japanese. And Russian as well. So this is the cooperative of interpreters that Michel built. So thank you, Michel. Thank you for building that team, and thank you also to this group of interpreters who continue offering their precious services. Two pieces of information before we continue with dinner. The first one is for this evening. This evening there's an activity at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. It's a music evening that will happen in 2 parts, 2 times. You're all welcome. Remember that this morning I told you that we have tickets for a draft. Don't forget them. A second information. So we will conclude our assembly tomorrow morning. And so the hotel is asking for the following. So tomorrow, the people who are living in the hotel, of course, you should pick up your things so that immediately after lunch, like 1 hour after lunch, you can free your rooms. So please to bring your luggage, all your things together so we can leave 1 hour after lunch. It's 1 hour later than what they would concede usually to their guests.
Could I ask for an adjournment of the meeting? Okay, your name
Jean-Marc.
and second, thank you.
OK.
Second.
Qui a dit... Oui, ah, OK, c'est Louise. Louise. Alors, merci beaucoup. C'est l'heure...
Well, thank you all. So it's dinner time, so Michel will be with us and his friends also. And